Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. So we're back. Now we're back taking a look at figuring out missing sides using some of the ratios. And in this case, we're going to be using this triangle over here. I'm just going to erase some of this other stuff so it's not in your field of view. So now taking a look at this equation, first thing we do is we just kind of remember what ratios we have, right? So if I take a look, sorry for stepping out. If we remember the acronym that's used, it's SO, CA, TOA. Okay, those are the three ratios, and that's kind of how to say it. Now, taking a look, next step is what do we have and what do we need? Well, we have, according to this picture, we have the adjacent side. Okay, we have the angle, and we need to find the hypotenuse. So, which of our ratios uses adjacent and hypotenuse? CA. Right? And CA stands for cosine equals adjacent over hypotenuse. Now that we've determined what we have, what we're going to use, and now we also know what we need, we can actually go through and substitute it in the numbers. So, we know that the cos of 30 is going to equal to 22 over the height, which we try to find the hypotenuse. We flip to isolate the hypotenuse all by itself. Right? So now the hypotenuse is 22 divided by the cos of 30. We go to our calculator that we're going to be using, right? Punching in cos of 30 is going to give you a decimal number, but after punching it in, you're going to come to the result that the hypotenuse is 25. Well, that's easy. We can get rid of this question mark now. We know that this is 25. So, next step forward, interior angles. Okay. So in terms of our interior angles, we know the interior angles of a triangle equal 180 degrees. Now we also know that this right angle is always going to be 90. So now we can just do the math according to that strategy. That 90, this guy, plus 130, plus 30, this guy, minus the total of 180 will give us this angle. Well, 120 minus 80, or 180, is going to be 60. So therefore, our interior angles are 30, 90, and 60 degrees. Okay. In our next video, which is part 2 of using the cosine fraction to figure out a side, we'll be just doing Pythagorean's theorem and figuring out what the final missing side is. Okay. So hopefully that kind of worked out. First, what we have, our formulas, which formula we're going to use, go through the math, and then figuring out our missing angle.